Welcome to another Smart Money Concepts video. People think that getting into college gives them access to a stable, high-paying job. But does a college degree really promise that kind of life? Sadly, many college graduates don't earn even close to 6 figures a year. You know that making money is important, but with your current income, you might think it's impossible to become wealthy. It is true that when you earn a lot of money, it can potentially make you rich. But how will you do that with low income? In this video, I'll tell you how to get rich even with a low income. Before we get started, don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more smart money concepts. To become wealthy, there are two sides to the equation that should be considered. There's the income side that allows you to build up your wealth faster than just relying on the more money you earn. Then there's the saving side. This is influenced by how much you spend. For those who don't have high-paying jobs, being extra diligent in their financial matters is necessary. Don't worry, even with a low salary, there are ways to become rich. I'll share with you the 7 steps you must take in order to get rich with a low salary. Step 1. Begin your wealth journey now. One common mistake that people make is procrastinating. They tend to avoid savings for retirement, finding your dream job, or making changes that bring financial happiness. Why do people put off these important things? Well, because sometimes they feel like they have enough time to do that later on. In reality, low-salary earners' most powerful asset is time. So if you're one of them, you have to use the time you have right now to its full potential. Don't push things off or spend money on things that are not important and think that sometime in the future you'll be able to live the lifestyle that you're dreaming of. You have to start building your financial momentum now. How do you do that? Make a plan on how you can start saving money. Keep your spending under control and employ sound financial principles into your daily life. Step 2. Understand that frugal life can be fun. If your salary is low, you must be determined to save in different ways in order to grow your wealth. You can take advantage of free coffee in the office instead of buying from Starbucks. You can take the bus instead of taking a taxi. You can have picnics in the park with leftovers instead of takeout. You can attend free indoor and outdoor events sponsored by your area, church, school, university, or club. Many people think that if you save money, it means you can't have too much fun or you can't buy the things that you like. But actually, saving can be enjoyable too. In fact, you can balance a good life along with saving a comfortable amount of money. There's a variety of entertainment that doesn't cost a lot of money. You can enjoy watching Netflix, Hulu, or Hallmark at home instead of going to the theater. You can spend time with your family and friends. You can attend township sporting events or school concerts and at the same time show your appreciation for your neighbor's efforts. I know, a lot of free activities, just like the ones I've mentioned that offer more happiness than buying luxurious items. So when you're earning low income, be wiser and more responsible with your spending. But keep in mind that it doesn't have to be boring. Step 3. Set smart goals. Regardless of how much you earn, whether it's millions of dollars a year or just a fraction of it, having financial goals is a must. First, when you have goals, you are more focused on your path to success. This also helps you minimize the time wasted on activities that can get in your way towards your financial achievements. Second, your goals can serve as your motivation when you think about them every day. But what sets a rich person apart from an average person? Knowing the secret that they can exponentially increase the achievement of their goals. To increase your chances of achieving your goals, use the SMART goal framework. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. Those are the characteristics of a good goal. As a low-salary earner, if you set up monthly investment contributions with a money manager, you'll have a higher chance of reaching your financial goals. Step 4. Plan and stick to your budget. Even if you're a billionaire, you have to budget your money. Sadly, not everyone truly gives importance to budgeting when trying to reach their financial goals. A survey showed that over 60% of U.S. citizens do not have a budget, which is why more than 75% of all Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. As a low-income earner, budgeting your money is more crucial as compared to those who earn a high income since your resources are limited, so you can't afford to waste money. People think that budgeting is a burden, but this is a beneficial financial tool. First, it allows you to monitor your progress. Having a budget will also give you control over your finances. This reduces the stress that comes with money management. Lastly, seeing your salary and expenses in your budget planner helps you remain calm and informed when making financial decisions. Helpful ideas to get rich, huh? Well, we've got way more information for you. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to get notified whenever we post a new video. Step 5. Eliminating high-interest debt. The need to pay debt interest monthly is going to be the biggest stumbling block you'll be facing to become rich. I always say that money not spent on living expenses should be invested to allow your money to work for you. But if you have debts, prioritize paying them first. Did you know in 2019, the average credit card interest rate was 19.24% per year? So even if you invest your money in the market, it's very unlikely that you'll be earning enough to pay for debt interest and have profits at the same time. That means it's better to settle high-interest debt than leverage the power of the stock market to grow your wealth. Still can't imagine how punishing interest payments are? Well, in 2019, the average U.S. citizen paid $8,037 in interest annually. Some interests are reasonable if you're paying for your mortgage or student loans, but if the incurred debts were from lines of credit or unnecessary loans, then you should be sure to avoid them. Instead, use the money to invest and really grow your wealth. The first thing you should do towards eliminating debt is to realize why you have the debt in the first place, especially if they're from credit card debts. If you're not aware of where your problem with debt comes from, then it will be challenging to make a positive change. It's a great idea to ask yourself these questions. Am I spending money to deal with my emotions, or am I trying to show off to my friends? If you realize the main source of your debt issues, you can take action and get rid of any bad habits you've developed over time. After analyzing the reasons why you have debts, the next thing to do is to figure out how you'll get rid of them. Let me share with you the 5 things you can do to deal with debts. Number 1. Stop adding debts to your life. You may cancel or freeze your credit cards temporarily. Before making any new purchases, think harder and don't let temptations get in the way. Number 2. You have to be realistic with your income and spending. Having debts means you either have an income problem or spending problem. So if that's the case, start earning more and spend less. Number 3. Minimize your spending and expenses. If you want to quickly get rid of your debt, there are many ways to cut out. Maybe you could be a TV cord cutter or stop eating in fancy restaurants or even finding a cheaper way to work out. Number 4. Make more money with a new job or side gig. If you have tons of money, then you can pay your debts faster. Number 5. Pay more than the minimum. If you can pay more than the minimum, it can help you eliminate your debt faster with a lower interest. Paying off debts will lessen your stress levels and will allow you to have money to put towards something more important. And if you want to make changes with your current financial lifestyle, you have to keep your momentum. How can you do that? Imagine how much money you'll put towards your goals after paying off all of your debts. Step 6. Start investing. All of the steps I mentioned earlier set the foundation while earning a low salary. However, the power of investing is the most effective way to make you a millionaire. If you're a moderate-sized income earner, the strategy of saving your paychecks until you have a 7-figure balance in the bank is just impossible. For example, when you're earning $40,000 a year and save $5,000, it will take you 200 years to save up $1 million. And the last time I checked, humans don't live that long. With that being said, it's clear that the only way to build wealth on a low income is to invest. Investing relies on compound interest. This is when your interest is earning interest, which can turn the amount of money you have saved into a much larger amount a few years later. Is this important? Yes, because you can't expect $100 today to be worth $100 in the future if you just keep it under your bed. But if you invest, then you can potentially make that $100 into something more. Investing means making your money work for you. Imagine this. Say you're 22 years old and earn $40,000 a year. If you could allot around 20% of your paychecks every 2 weeks for investing, and let's say you get a 6% return, do you know how much you could have in your late 60s? You could have $2 million. Now that you see the power of investment, here are some easy steps you could do on your own investment journey. First, you have to put aside the money for your investing. The amount of money you invest depends on how much money you're willing to save, but of course, in general, the more the better. Second, do your research. You can't just invest in something without fully understanding the nature of the business. Third, find someone who can manage your investments like an online broker. You can either invest in an online brokerage or look for someone who can manage your investment portfolio for you. Obviously, self-management will save you much more money in the long run, but you'll need to do a lot of research in order to learn the skills of money management. Next is to determine how you will invest your money. After opening an investment account, you now need to decide where you will put your investments. Your investment depends on your risk tolerance. If you think you'll need your funds sooner, you'll have to invest in less risky investments. It's important for you to track your investment portfolio. It doesn't end with just investing. You'll also need to learn how to track the things you've invested regularly. This is vital because you might want to make some changes with your investments, like putting more money towards your investments and so on. Becoming rich takes years of consistent effort, but it will surely be worth it. Step 7. Supplement your salary. You're probably starting to be convinced that it's possible to become rich while earning a low salary, although it really takes a significant amount of time. However, if you want to speed things up, you need to supplement your income. This can be achieved by picking up a part-time job, doing freelance work, or even starting your own business. As long as the income you get is used to pay down debt or supplement your investing efforts, you will likely achieve your financial goals faster. So there you have it, the 7 steps to become rich with a low salary. Okay, before you try some of these steps, you should click the like and subscribe buttons now to make sure that you don't miss our next video. Thanks again for watching Smart Money Concepts.